What if Kyrie Irving went to the Lakers? What if Kyrie Irving joined LeBron James once again for a potential championship run? Oh boy guys, if this happened, the NBA would go crazy. Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In this video, I got something that I guarantee you guys are going to love, especially if you're a big Los Angeles Lakers fan. We're going to be talking about something a little bit crazy, talking about the possibility of Kyrie Irving joining LeBron James on the Los Angeles Lakers. Guys, this could happen. We just got a crazy report that when talking about the Brooklyn Nets, they're going to be listening to some trade offers from the NBA involving Kyrie. And if the Lakers want to get a third superstar, Kyrie would simply be perfect. So if you're a big Lakers fan, a big Kyrie Irving fan, and want to know how this scenario is possible, you're going to love this. But quickly before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and you love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. It would help with the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about Kyrie Irving to the Lakers. The news we are getting about Kyrie Irving is kinda crazy, and that's why in this offseason, something magnificent could shift the NBA. When talking about Kyrie Irving, nobody would think he would ever leave the Brooklyn Nets, but with this season, there were so much negative circumstances that is slowly pushing Kyrie Irving away. The Brooklyn Nets right now have a big three of Kyrie, James Harden, and Kevin Durant, and with all three of these superstars loving the ball in their hands, it might be the best thing for the team to trade at least one of them to kind of build two superstars into a championship situation. And that's why if they're trading someone, Kyrie could be their guy, simply because of how troublesome he is and how Kyrie Irving just brings so much drama. When talking about this season, Kyrie was spectacular as an individual player. When talking about stats, he averaged about 26.9 points per game, 6.0 assists, 1.4 steals, and 0.7 blocks. And as of right now, Kyrie is known to be one of the best point guards in the NBA, possibly a top 3. And from what we are hearing, one of the best point guards in the NBA could be available via the trade market. We just got a big report from Nick Schwartz of Yahoo Sports, and he says this: Nets ownership is growing frustrated with Kyrie Irving and could listen to trade offers this offseason. Guys, this is an absolutely big report because we're not talking about the Nets team. We're talking about the Nets front office, the office that makes the moves. And then there was a report by Evan Massey, and it says this: Nets were quite upset about Kyrie's break during the regular season. If you guys watched the NBA this season, there was a point during the midseason where Kyrie Irving literally disappeared. Steve Nash didn't know where he was, Kevin Durant didn't know where he was, Kyrie Irving just vanished and literally went missing. Nobody knew what he was doing. A lot of fans got worried, a lot of fans were upset, and honestly, after finding out where Kyrie Irving was, he literally left the NBA job to go party with his sister on her birthday. I am 1000% for celebrating a family event, especially if it's your sisters or brothers, but at least tell your team, tell your job, tell where you work that you are going to be missing. Don't just disappear. But Kyrie Irving did exactly that. He went MIA. And with that being said, I understand why the Brooklyn Nets are frustrated with Kyrie Irving because they don't want to deal with this going forward and all the drama he could potentially bring again. Evan Massey also says this: the Nets could listen to trade offers for Kyrie this summer. For this video, we're going to be talking about the scenario that this is 100% going to happen. Kyrie's going to be traded, and I do believe there's one team that must try to get him. And you guys know exactly what team I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Los Angeles Lakers. They must try to get Kyrie. When talking about the Lakers this season, they had an unfortunate playoff run. They lost in the first round against the Phoenix Suns, and of course got sent home early. With the Lakers right now currently in their offseason, they're trying to make moves for the future. Kyrie Irving is slowly becoming available, and I do believe LeBron James and Rob Pelinka could be interested. We all know LeBron James and Kyrie Irving have such a unique relationship. They won the NBA championship in 2016. And with Kyrie Irving dealing with so much drama on and off the court, maybe playing behind LeBron James could simply help him get better. The Lakers are going to be looking for their future point guard going forward because their current point guard right now of Dennis Schroeder could actually be leaving in free agency. And if the Lakers need a new starting point guard, Getting Kyrie Irving, a proven all-star, a proven superstar, might simply help this team get to a winning situation once again. The Lakers want a big three of LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and a third player. And when talking about all the options out there, I do believe Kyrie Irving beats Bradley Beal, beats Zach LaVine, and beats DeMar DeRozan. Even Kyle Lowry, Kyrie Irving is the best case scenario. And that's why for this video, I'm going to be talking about two trade scenarios that I believe the Lakers could offer that could simply land Kyrie Irving if the Nets are also interested. The first trade on this list is offering up Dennis Schroeder on a sign-and-trade, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Kyle Kuzma, and Tyler Horton-Tucker, plus one first-round pick. I believe this trade offer makes a lot of sense, as of course it matches salary, and on the Brooklyn Nets perspective, they're going to be giving up Kyrie Irving and Tyler Johnson. On the Brooklyn Nets perspective, if they lose their starting point guard, and of course they might be losing Spencer Dinwiddie as well, getting a point guard in return makes a lot of sense. And that's where Dennis Schroeder comes right in. The Lakers could perform a sign and trade where they do sign him to an extension, but they end up replacing him for Kyrie Irving. I believe this makes sense for the Lakers and of course Dennis Schroeder, as of course Dennis can also still be in a championship opportunity. Of course, if the Brooklyn Nets lose their star point guard, they're going to need as much depth as possible, and that's where Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, a young Kyle Kuzma could come in, and of course Tyler Horton-Tucker. Kuzma and THT have a lot of value in the NBA, and with THT and Kyle Kuzma being a shooting guard and small forward, playing behind James Harden and Kevin Durant, who are shooting guards and small forwards as well, could simply help them develop their career and their NBA game. This trade makes the most sense if the Lakers want to keep their big three of LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kyrie Irving, and honestly, is the best case scenario on my part. But the next trade scenario I believe would make the Brooklyn Nets more interested, and it would be the Lakers offering up Anthony Davis, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, a first-round pick, in exchange for Kyrie Irving and Joe Harris. I believe this trade is a win-win for both teams, as of course, they're doing a superstar swap and getting some decent depth in exchange. On the Nets' perspective, getting Anthony Davis to replace Kyrie Irving would simply be phenomenal. We all know Harden and Kevin Durant are both ball-dominant players, and with AD being a big that can play off the ball, imagine James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Anthony Davis. That big three could simply be better than LeBron James and Anthony Davis, honestly. Of course, on the Lakers' perspective, they don't want to trade Anthony Davis, they want to keep him beside LeBron James and try to get Kyrie Irving, but this trade scenario would only make sense if the Brooklyn Nets want the best in return. On the Lakers' perspective, getting Joe Harris wouldn't be a bad idea. A lot of Laker fans love the idea of Joe Harris, a sharp shooter, one of the best floor spacers in the NBA, to wear the purple and gold. So getting Kyrie Irving and Joe Harris in exchange for AD, it wouldn't be a bad idea at all. Of course, I do prefer scenario 1, but this also isn't a bad idea. But yes guys, this wraps up my video for today, talking about the possibility of Kyrie Irving going to the Los Angeles Lakers. What's most important to me is I want to know your thoughts. Do you believe this scenario is possible, or do you believe Kyrie will stay in Brooklyn? Put your thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless. I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!